Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to our class. Our topic for today for our laboratory activity 4 is all about the structure and the function of the animal's digestive system. The different animals have a different digestive system. Their digestive systems are modified based on the kind or type of food they eat. But of course, the digestive system has the same function. It is responsible for taking whole foods and turning them into energy and nutrients that will allow our body to grow, function, and repair itself. The primary processes of the digestive system includes ingestion of food and secretion of fluids and digestive enzymes. Okay? So the basic parts of the digestive tract is the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Okay? So there are three major classification of animals based on their stomach. First is the monogastric animals. These animals are those animals with single and simple compartment stomach such as pig, dog, cat, and poultry. Next is the polygastric animals are those with multi-compartment stomach, meaning they have more than one stomach or they have a compound stomach. These animals are cattle, goat, sheep, and carabao or buffalo, of course. They are also called ruminants and they are able to utilize fibrous feeds. Ito yung mga animals na kumakain ng grasses and legumes. Next is the postgastric animals such as horses, rabbits, and guinea pigs with no multi-compartments but be able to utilize fibrous feeds are called monogastric animals with functional cecum. Okay? Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, itong monogastric animals, they have a stomach just like ours. It's only simple stomach. Okay? Almost the same as the human stomach. However, yung mga polygastric or tinatawag nating ruminants, sila yung merong multi-compartments or meron silang compound stomach para ma-utilize nila na maayos yung kinakain nilang grasses. Okay? While the postgastric animals such as horses and rabbits and guinea pigs, kumakain din sila ng grasses pero wala silang compound stomach. Pero meron silang functional cecum para ma-utilize din nila yung kinakain nilang grasses. Okay, so let's explain that further. Let's start with the simple livestock. Okay, so before we go to the complex, let's first discuss and refresh with the basic digestive system and function. Okay, so the digestive starts with the mouth, which serves as a valuable role not only in the consumption of food, but it provides the initial partial size reduction through grinding. Okay? So ito yung function ng teeth. Ito yung partial size reduction. The teeth serves the main role in grinding to reduce food size and to increase the surface area. The first action begin with the chemical breakdown of food. This occurs when the feed is mixed with our saliva or their saliva, the animal saliva. Okay? Next is the esophagus, which connects the mouth with the rest of the digestive tract. Okay? Ang main function ng esophagus ay maging passageway ng food mula sa mouth papunta sa stomach. Okay? Next is the stomach. The stomach is a muscular organ responsible for the storage, initiating the breakdown of nutrients, and passing the digesta into the small intestine. Okay. So before we go to the small intestine, let us first go with the liver. The liver has many functions, but its main job within the digestive system is to process the nutrients absorbed from the small intestine. It is also secretes bile that is important in digesting fat and some vitamins. Next is the gallbladder, is the temporary storage of bile. Okay? Ito rin yung tinatanggal natin kapag naglilinis tayo ng isda, yung kulay green, yung tinatawag nilang apdo. Yung gallbladder, yun yung lalagyan ng apdo. Pero ang nagpo-produce ng bile ay yung liver. So, huwag kayong makonfuse. Yung gallbladder lang ay storage. Okay? Next is the pancreas. The pancreas is used for the production and secretion of enzymes needed for the digestion and prevention of cell damage due to pH. And next is the small intestine. The function of the small intestine is to break down food from the stomach and absorb much nutrient from the food. Okay, so sa small intestine nangyayari ang absorption ng nutrients. And next is the large intestine. The main function of large intestine is to reabsorb the water from the food or from the food that is broken down by the stomach. Okay, so let's go with the different parts of the stomach. Okay, a stomach is a J-shaped organs with two openings. Okay, so kung makikita nyo dito sa picture, meron siyang two openings. The esophageal and the duodenal. Yung esophageal opening ng stomach ay ito yung passageway ng mga pagkain na nanggagaling sa esophagus. While yung duodenal, ito naman yung passageway ng pagkain na na nasa stomach papunta sa small intestine. Okay? So first is the cardia. The food and the liquids pass through the cardia to enter the stomach from the esophagus. A valve near the cardia helps keep stomach contents from backing up into the esophagus. Okay. So from the mouth, dadaan yung pagkain papunta sa esophagus, papasok sa stomach. Ngayon, kapag nandun na siya sa stomach, ang function ng cardia, meron siyang valve na nagko-close para ma-prevent yung backflow, para hindi bumalik yung pagkain papunta sa esophagus. Okay? Next is the fundus. The fundus function is to collects the digestive gases. And next is the body. This is the largest part. It secretes hydrochloric acid. Next is the pylorus, which is responsible for mucus, gastrin, and pepsinogen secretion. The part of pylorus is called pyloric sphincter. This pyloric sphincter serves as gateway between the stomach and the small intestine. It prevents the partially digested food and digestive juices from re-entering the stomach. So basically, nagpe-prevent din siya ng backflow ng digested food. Okay, dito naman tayo sa parts ng small intestine. Okay. We have duodenum, the entrance part, the jejunum, the middle, and the bottom part is the ileum. Okay. The duodenum's main role is to complete the first phase of digestion. In this section of the intestine, food from the stomach is mixed with enzymes from the pancreas and bile from the gallbladder. The enzymes and the bile helps break down the food. The jejunum is the second part of the small intestine. And after the food is broken down in the duodenum, it moves to the jejunum. Okay? The inside walls of the jejunum absorbs the food nutrients. Okay? So sabi nga natin kanina, ang function ng small intestine is to absorb the nutrients. So ang absorption ng nutrients ay nangyayari sa jejunum. Okay? Because the inside walls of jejunum have many circular folds, which makes the surface area large enough to absorb all the nutrients that the body needs. Okay? Next is the ileum, which is the third part of the small intestine. This absorbs the bile acids and vitamin B12, which are needed by the body for various functions. Okay, so next is the digestive system of the fowl or the chicken. Let's first discuss the parts, then we will be discussing the different function later. Okay, so the digestive system of the chicken starts with the beak, the esophagus, the crop, the proventriculus, the gizzard or the ventriculus, the small intestine, the liver, the pancreas, the liver, the spleen, and the gallbladder. Okay, and then we have the ceca, the large intestine, and then the cloaca. Okay, so for the function, the beak of the chicken serves as their lips and cheeks. Okay, they pick up their food through their beaks. And the chicken do not have teeth, so they are unable to chew their food. Okay? So, next time na makakita kayo ng chicken, hindi niya kayo kakagatin. Tutukain niya kayo kasi they don't have teeth. Okay? Next, sorry. So, kung papansin din ninyo, yung chicken, kapag kumakain sila, kapag lulunok na sila, tumitingala sila. Okay? Because they don't have teeth. They were unable to bite their food into smaller pieces. Okay, so nilulunok lang nila yon. Kaya sila tumitingala, pinupush lang ng dila nila papasok sa esophagus. Okay, esophagus, same function. It connects the mouth to the crop. Okay, what is the crop? It is a thin-walled expanded portion of the esophagus or the alimentary tract used for the storage of food prior to digestion. Okay? So, itong crop, dito muna nai-store yung food bago ma-digest. Okay? Next is the proventriculus. Okay? This proventriculus is also called the true stomach or the glandular stomach of the chicken. It is where the digestive enzymes are secreted to begin with the process of digestion. Okay? So, kaya siya tinatawag na true stomach. Kasi nga, ang function talaga ng stomach is to secrete digestive enzymes. Okay? So, yun ang function ng proventriculus. Ito rin yung paborito natin kinakain na street foods. Kaya tinatawag na proven. Because it is proventriculus. Okay? The next part is the gizzard or ventriculus. Madalas tinatawag din natin to sa Tagalog na balon-balunan. Okay? It is called the mechanical stomach. It is the muscular part of the stomach that uses grit to grind grains and fiber into smaller pieces. Dahil nga wala silang ngipin, hindi nila nakakagat or nababite yung kanilang food into smaller pieces. Yun ang function ngayon ng gizzard. Kaya siya tinatawag na mechanical stomach. Okay? Next is the small intestine. It breaks down food from the stomach and absorb much of the nutrients from the food. So, same function lang siya ng simple stomach. Liver for the production of bile. Pancreas for the production and secretion of enzymes. Gallbladder for the storage of bile. And the spleen. Okay, so makikita nyo dito sa picture, yung maliit na part doon, katabi ng gallbladder, yun ay spleen. Despite its location near the digestive tract, the spleen is not directly involved in the process of digestion because the function of the spleen is to clean and filter the blood as it flows through the digestive system. Okay? Next is the ceca. Makikita nyo, yung ceca nandito sa pagitan ng small intestine and large intestine. These are two blind pouches which main function is to absorb the fluids and salts that remain after the completion of the intestinal digestion, and also for the absorption and to mix its content with the lubricating substance such as mucus. The internal wall of the cecum or ceca is composed of thick mucous membrane through which water and salts are absorbed. Okay? Next is the large intestine. where the last water absorption occurs. Next is the cloaca. It is the single posterior opening of the bird's digestive, urinary, and reproductive tract. Okay? Nulit ko, cloaca ang single posterior opening. Dahil iisa ang dinadaanan ng feces, ng urine, and ng itlog ng chicken. Iisa lang yan. Kaya kung mapapansin ninyo, kapag bumili kayo ng egg sa palengke, madalas yung mga itlog doon, meron pang mga feces. Okay? Kasi nga, iisa yung dinadaan ng kanilang feces and ng egg. That's normal. Okay? Next, let's discuss the digestive system of the ruminants. So, bakit nga ba sila tinatawag na ruminants? Malalaman natin mamaya. Okay? The ruminants includes cattle, buffalo, and sheep and goats. Okay? Ruminants are hoof animals that have unique digestive system that allows them to better use energy from fibrous plant materials other than herbivore. Yung mga ruminants, meron silang tinatawag na prehensile organ. Pagka sinabi nating prehensile organ, ito yung ginagamit niyang panguha ng pagkain. So, yung cattle and buffalo, ang ginagamit nilang panguha ng pagkain ay yung kanilang tongue or dila. Mapapansin niyo yan pag kumain sila. While yung goats naman, ang ginagamit nila ay yung kanilang lips. Okay? Yun yung ibig sabihin ng prehensile organ. Okay, so the digestion starts with the mouth. Okay, so inside the mouth, nandun yung salivary glands. The cow or the cattle uses 50 to 80 kilograms of saliva per day. This helps them in chewing or mastication and swallowing of food. This saliva provides buffering action in the rumen that keeps microorganisms in the right condition for proper digestion. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, kaya nga yung mga kalabaw, yung mga cattle, kambing, nguya sila ng nguya. Dahil nga nguya sila ng nguya, lagi sila nagchuchu, kaya kailangan nila ng maraming saliva. Diba? Next is the esophagus. So, same function. It serves as the passageway of food from mouth to stomach. Okay, so andito naman tayo sa compound stomach. The cow has a compound stomach that is modified that enables them to utilize feed. Okay? So, kaya sila may apat na stomach, compound stomach, apat na compartments para ma-utilize nila ng maayos yung kanilang kinakain, which is mainly grasses. Okay? So, they have 4 stomach, namely rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. Kaya nga sila tinatawag na ruminants. Kasi yung pinakamalaki nilang stomach ay tinatawag na rumen. That is the largest ruminant compartment. Rumen. Okay? So, we will be discussing the functions of these different stomachs later. Next part is the small intestine. Same function for the absorption of nutrients. Liver for the production of bile. Gallbladder, storage of bile. Large intestine for the water reabsorption. And also, they have cecum. So, next is the 4 ruminant compartment. The first one is the rumen, also known as the paunch. It is the largest stomach compartment. It can hold up to 4 gallons or more of material depending on the size of the cow. Because of its size, the rumen act as the storage or holding vat for feed. But aside from the storage, rumen is also the fermentation vat. Okay, bakit siya tinatawag na fermentation vat? Kasi sa rumen, nandun yung mga microbes. Itong mga microbes na to, sila yung nagda-digest at nagfe-ferment ng feed dun sa loob ng rumen para makagawa ng volatile fatty acid. Okay? Yung rumen, meron siyang mga tiny projections na tinatawag na papillae which makes it looks like a towel. Kaya nga ang tawag nila dyan kapag kumakain tayo ng papaitan or kapag nagkakatay sila ng kalabaw or baka ay tuwalya-tuwalya. 'Di ba? Kasi mukha talaga siyang tuwalya dahil sa mga tiny projections na tinatawag na papillae. Okay. Next is the reticulum or also known as the honeycomb. Bakit siya tinawag na honeycomb? Kasi meron siyang mga small shapes, binubuo siya ng small shapes, parang mga octagon, kaya mukha siyang honeycomb. Heavy or dense materials or feed, metal objects are eaten by the cow that drop into this small compartment. Why? Kasi karamihan ng mga ruminants natin, pag sinusugan natin yan, lahat ng maaabot ng dila ng mga yan, kakainin nila. Usually sa mga bakod, yung mga wire, yung mga nails, kinakain nila yan. So kapag kinain nila yan, syempre hindi naman yan mag-breakdown. So nai-store lang siya dito sa reticulum. These metal objects causes hardware disease. Okay? Hardware disease ang tawag kapag naipon na doon yung mga metal objects na yun at dumami na sila doon. Okay? Kaya siya naging disease kasi itong mga metal objects na to ay matatalim. So malaki ang chance na masisira nila yung reticulum at mabubutas, matutusok yung other internal organs. Okay? But this disease can be prevented by using magnets. Yung iba, ang ginagawa nila, pinapakain nila ng magnet yung kanilang alaga. So kapag kumain siya ng magnet, may store lang siya sa reticulum. Ngayon, kapag may mga napuntang nails doon, didikit sila sa magnet. Magkakadikit sila, mas mababa yung chance na matusok yung reticulum kasi hindi na siya free-flowing. Nakadikit na siya. Okay? Next is the omasum, or also known as many plies. It is a globe-shaped structure containing leaves of tissues just like the pages of the book. Kaya nga siya tinatawag na libro-libro. These pages increases the absorption of nutrient from feed and water. Okay? And lastly, the abomasum or the true stomach. Bakit siya tinatawag na true stomach? Because the function of the stomach is to release hydrochloric acid and digestive enzyme. Yun ang ginagawa ng abomasum. Okay? Because the abomasum is the only compartment lined with glands. Kaya nga siya true stomach. Itong mga glands na to ang nagsisecrete or nagre-release ng hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes. Okay. So next, let us differentiate the stomach of the calf and the adult. Okay? Ang tawag kasi nila sa newly born calves ay pre-ruminants because the rumen is used for the utilization or sabi ko nga kanina, fermentation vat para sa mga kinain na grasses. Okay? Kaya lang, ang calf ay hindi, pag pinanganak yan, hindi pa siya kumakain ng grasses. Dahil siya ay mammals, ang kinukonsume niya when newly born ay milk. Okay? So, kaya sila tinatawag na pre-ruminants. Kasi yung rumen nila ay 25% pa lang. Hindi pa fully developed. Okay? So, kapag uminom sila ng milk, nag-suck sila ng milk from their mother, hindi yun dadaan sa rumen. Okay? Yung milk ay dediretso sa abomasum or the true stomach, which is composed of the 70% of the stomach of the calf. Okay? Nagkakaroon ng esophageal groove. Okay? The act of sucking by the calf causes the fold of muscle to develop in the wall of the rumen, called the reticular or esophageal groove. As the calf sucks, the esophageal groove delivers milk directly to the abomasum, where it is digested most efficiently. Okay? But when the calf starts to consume water and starter concentrate, yung kanilang feeds, yung bacterial fermentation ang nag-i-initiate para ma-develop yung rumen. This generates large amount of volatile fatty acid. This production of BFAs is responsible for the rapid rumen development. That's why by 1 week of age, yung ating calf should be encouraged to eat some concentrate or hay or rice straw. Okay? So next is the course of rumination. Meron tayong tinatawag na course of rumination. The first one is the regurgitation. It is the process of forcing back the food to the mouth. Okay, mamaya explain natin further. Basta regurgitation, process of forcing back of food to the mouth. Next, resalivation. Siyempre kapag kayong pagkain bumalik sa bibig, magsisikret ulit yung mouth na ay yung salivary glands ng saliva, kaya resalivation. Kapag meron nangyari na ang resalivation, next is the remastication or rechewing. Ngunguyain uli ng ating animal yan. And finally, reswallowing. Okay? So, the process of rumination or chewing the cud is where the forage and other feedstuff is forced back to the mouth for further chewing and mixing with saliva. The cud is then swallowed again and passed into the reticulum. Then the solid portion slowly moves into the rumen for fermentation, while most of the liquid portion rapidly moves to the reticulorumen, into the omasum, and then abomasum. Okay, so let us first look into this picture. Okay, you can see the cattle eating. So the arrow, the green arrow, follow the green arrow. So habang kumakain yung ating cattle, nakikita nyo, ayan, kumakain siya, syempre salivation, magsisikret ng saliva yung salivary gland, ngunguyain niya, mastication or chewing, and then swallowing, lulunukin niya yan. Okay, so yung pagkain mula sa mouth dadaan sa esophagus, mapupunta sa rumen for initial fermentation. Okay, so pag andito na siya sa rumen, pupunta ngayon siya dito sa reticulum. Okay, ano nangyayari sa reticulum? Dito na i-store yung mga metal objects. Okay, so maiiwan na dyan yung mga metal objects. And then, the process of regurgitation happens. Okay? Ang mangyayari pag yung cud or yung pre-chewed, yung mga na-chew na pagkain, napunta sa reticulum, babalik yan papunta dito sa mouth. Ano mangyayari dito sa mouth? Yun ang tinatawag na regurgitation. Mula reticulum, babalik siya sa mouth. So, then the resalivation, remastication, rechewing, and then lulunukin uli niya. Okay? Itong blue na arrow naman. Pagka nalunok na niya yan, mapupunta naman ngayon dito sa omasum. Okay? So, ano ang nangyayari sa omasum? Dito nangyayari yung absorption of nutrient from feed and water. Okay? Pagkatapos sa omasum, pupunta na siya dito sa abomasum or the true stomach para magsikret na ng hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes. Pagka nandyan na siya sa abomasum, mapupunta na siya sa small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Okay? So, naintindihan ba natin yon? Kaya nga kanina, nung start ng topic natin dito sa polygastric animals, sabi ko na nasa 40 to 80 kilograms of saliva yung kailangan nila per day. Bakit? Kasi nga, merong resalivation. Nguya sila ng nguya. Kaya hindi sila tumitigil sa pagnguya kasi nagre-regurgitate sila. Bumabalik sa mouth and then lulunukin na naman. Okay? Pero one process lang yon. Hindi pwedeng nalunok, bumalik, tas babalik, hindi. Matutuloy na yon for digestion. Okay? So, yun ang tinatawag nating course of rumination. Regurgitation, resalivation, remastication, and reswallowing. Okay? So, the last digestive system is the digestive system of postgastric. So, dito sa example natin, ang example ko ay horse. Okay. So, the digestive system of horse is also the same as the digestive system of monogastric. Same lang din siya, basic. So, we have the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, cecum, rectum. So, syempre, meron din siyang liver. And then, liver. Okay, so meron siyang ding liver, gallbladder. Okay. So, parehas na parehas lang. The only difference is that, kung mapapansin ninyo, meron siyang cecum ito. Ayan o, malaki yung cecum niya. Ayan. Okay. Why? The postgastric animals have a modified large cecum. This is mainly because they eat grasses. Okay. That is why horse have a large cecum. This cecum or ceca serves as a large fermentation vat. Okay. Kung sa polygastric, ang fermentation vat nila ay yung kanilang rumen. Ito naman sa horse, para ma-utilize nila yung kinakain nilang grasses, ang kanilang fermentation vat ay yung kanilang cecum. Okay? This stores food material where bacteria are able to break down the cellulose of the grasses. It is positioned primarily on the right side of the horse abdomen, and the average adult horse has a cecum about 1 meter long. Okay? So, okay, that's all for the digestive system of the animals. If you have questions or medyo naguluhan kayo, masyadong mabilis yung topic, please feel free to message me. And mag-upload din ako ng, maglalagay din ako dito ng link galing sa YouTube para pwede nyo itong panoorin para to further understand the topic. Okay, so I will be posting your assessment task, and I hope to see you soon and keep safe. Okay, bye!